Not quite my tempo.
I'm gonna make him an offer, Captain.
Hello, everyone. We're back. It's episode number 74. My God, that's a lot. What are we going to do when we hit 100? Maggie's going to cry bitterly. We're not going to be in Madison, Wisconsin. When
I was
going to
say something sassy, but I decided that would be mean. So
you're going to quit the show. You're going to
something along those lines. Yeah.
That's horrible. Hello. Welcome to Multiplex Loves Movies. Like I said, number 74. A lot of movie news this week. Last week there was jack shit. This week there's actually some cool stuff to talk about, and I didn't even do all of it because some of it was no brainer stuff, but some of it I thought was pretty cool. So we're gonna talk about the things. First off on the show, as always, like I said, Maggie Brzakala. Maggie, You are wearing the child this evening.
I am.
You're sporting your favorite thing. I'm sporting my favorite thing of AMC theaters, right? No plug there. How are you doing, Maggie?
I'm tired.
That's fair. That's fair because sleep is good. Koho, you're back. How are you?
Hi, I missed the show. I'm glad to be back. I am currently sporting my least favorite thing, which is my high school mascot. So, oh well, didn't get the memo. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. There's news to talk about.
I know. It's tis wild. Okay, so let's get into it. A lot of random stuff. This first story we're gonna talk about has to do with just my favorite thing in the world. It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Lots of set photos came out from Thor: Love and Thunder. Most of them pretty generic. You see Nebula, she's wearing some new stuff. You see Thor, he's wearing some new stuff. You see Quill, he's wearing some new stuff. The biggest thing is Kraglin is there. Kraglin, played by Sean Gunn in the series, is back, and he is sporting the fin, Yondu's fin from the end of Guardians 2, when Quill gave him the fin. He's wearing it at the end of the in these set photos. So that's pretty cool. So it's just kind of nice to get some confirmation that it kind of looks like the Guardians are really going to be playing a role somehow in this movie. We knew they were going to be there, but it looks like it's bigger than we expected maybe. And also it's confirmed that James Gunn is having a lot of say into what the Guardians are doing in this movie. So that's kind of cool. Maggie, what do you think?
Sure. I mean, it's not a shocker, really. It's more interesting than maybe the implication that Kraglin is a guardian now, I guess, which is kind of whatever. But I mean, everyone else that he died, so there's that. So yeah, I'm not surprised that he has the fin. That was clearly alluded to. Don't know how I feel about James Gunn having a control over Taika's movie. Not a fan of that really, but it is what it is.
Koho, what about you?
I kind of like that the Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna get Taika Waititi'd a little bit.
Are they if James Gunn has control over what they do in the movie?
I think it's more so just so that it lines up with what Guardians 3 is, because that takes place before this one and it hasn't come out yet. So I think it's more so just lining up so that this one doesn't start with Rocket getting shot in the face and then he's alive in the next one, sort of thing. I think it's more continuity than actual control, because he also helped with the Guardians when they were in the Avengers movies too. I think it's just more so just consulting on how to handle those characters.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with that. I mean, I think Taika's gonna make a dope ass movie, and I'm just really excited that Guardians have at least a little piece of it. I hope it's not I almost don't want it to be a whole Thor Guardian team up movie, but if the Guardians are in it for a minute or two, I think that'll be fun. I want to see Christian Bale. Give me Christian Bale as Gord the God Butcher already. I want to know what that looks like.
Yeah, there were no set photos of Mr. Bale, unfortunately. No, I agree. I think that, I still am thinking that it's probably going to be like the first act of the movie, like maybe like the opening thing is like an opening like action mission 15-minute thing with Thor and the Guardians, and then Thor goes off and does his thing for the rest of the movie. That'd be cool. But we don't know, or they come in at the end and help him out. I don't fucking know. We'll see. We'll find out eventually. But it is nice to hear that we're making movies. Spider-Man's being shot. This is going down. Black Widow's still coming out, I think. So things are looking on the up and up in the world of the MCU. So now we're gonna move over to the worlds of DC. The one that I like so much less. But actually, we're getting a couple sequels that I am excited about that are going to start shooting. We're getting an Aquaman sequel, a Shazam sequel, and those are both going to start filming this year, according to key people in the cast. So specifically, Dolph Lundgren has said that he is under the impression that filming for Aquaman 2 will begin in London this summer. And then Shazam will start filming in May, also early summer. So Shazam 2, Aquaman 2, Koho, which one are you looking forward to more? And are you surprised that we're getting these movies, but we still haven't gotten a Green Lantern movie or a Flash movie?
I am more looking forward to Shazam 2, and it hurts my soul that we don't have a Flash or Green Lantern movie, because both those characters rock and deserve one. But I'm sure both of these are going to be fun. I hope I'm more excited for Shazam 2 because I like Shazam a little bit more than Aquaman. But both were fun. Both were good times. I'm sure the sequels are going to be more of the same, which will be fun. So,
Maggie, any thoughts about the fact that Dolph Lundgren is the one sharing this news about Aquaman 2 with us?
I think it'd be funny if he was wrong. Like, they're like, actually, you're not in this movie. My bad. That would be kind of hilarious. And it is funny because there was some other story that was like some random person who really had no business like talking about when the movie was filming was talking about it. I can't remember what it was though. But it was like, yeah, sure. I guess. I don't know why Dolph Lundgren knows about Shazam. He's not in that.
No, he didn't say the Shazam thing. He said the Aquaman thing. The Shazam thing is a separate story. We're just combining them into one. Gotcha. Kind of go hand in hand.
I laugh. I would laugh if this is like the time the Jonas Brothers accidentally spoiled the return of My Chemical Romance. Like that was the thing. Was thing. Oh, there was like a whole interview like in the January before the MCR reveal thing came out where they were like, oh, we were rehearsing and in the rehearsal space next door was My Chemical Romance, and everyone was like, what? Yeah. And then the reveal video came out in March. We were like, what?
Dolph Lundgren just sitting here, I'm gonna be in Shazam too. They're just that did not happen. On the other side of the world's DC things, we've got a announcement, finally a release date. This is going to be the last time we're going to talk about this shit until the movie comes out. Probably not, actually. But Snyder Cut has a release date. It's coming out March 18th. I believe it's a Thursday. I want to say it's a Thursday.
The Thursday before Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like the day before Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out.
I didn't even think of that. The ball's on them.
Right?
So this thing's going to be 4 hours long. According to Mr. Newberry, it is not according to Mr. Newberry, it's not a movie. That is what he is saying in the chat. Cody, yeah, you're probably right. It's not really a movie. But it's coming on the 18th. We finally have confirmation that it's coming. And Maggie, when I told you that it was coming out, you seemed depressed, and then you said, I don't think I'm going to watch it. How do you feel? Is that still accurate?
I mean, it's like such an investment. Like, I really don't want to like sit down. Like, you were all like, we're going to watch it when it releases on a Thursday. And I was like, bro, I have things to do on a Thursday. I don't have time to sit around and watch like 4 hours of Zack Snyder pretend he's a good director. Like, I'm not interested in that really. And like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna let you watch it, and then if you really think it's worth my time, I will watch it. Or I'll wait until I'm done with trivia and then I'll watch it. But like I just really don't I'm really not interested anymore, especially with the runtime. There's no way that you can tell me that this movie is gonna be made better by being twice as long.
But Martian Manhunter's in it, Maggie.
And that's fucking stupid. Why is Warner Brothers spending all this money on reshoots for something that doesn't matter?
But Maggie, Jared Leto's Joker is gonna be in it.
You mean Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
Yeah, we weren't gonna talk about it, but we'll talk about it eventually.
That image looks a lot like Joaquin Phoenix.
I'll pull up the image, Koho, while you're giving your take.
Well, it's like how much of that is influenced by Joker, like by the movie Joker.
Right.
What do you think about this releasing March 18th?
Getting me to sit down and watch a 3.5 hour long Return of the King, Lord of the Rings movie, impossible. Me sitting down to watch a 4-hour Snyder cut, a lot easier apparently, because I'm gonna watch.
Sick,
I'm going to watch this as soon as it comes out. Will I ever watch it again? Probably not. But I will watch this one time and just be done with the Snyderverse. I just kind of want it to be out and done and viewable so I can call it. But I'm excited about Martian Manhunter being in this movie. I stand by it. We all thought that fucker was Martian Manhunter, and now he's actually Martian Manhunter. So fucking cool. # unite the 7, and then there were only 6 of them in the fucking Whedon movie. Where was the 7th one? Fucking Martian Manhunter. Boom.
This is the image. So again, not to be mistaken. Today, Zack Snyder tweeted out at David Ayer and was like, "The character you created was great."
Oh, the circle jerk tweet.
So happy we get to use him in our film. Like, bleh. And then this is the image.
Yeah.
It looks like that looks like Joaquin. Am I wrong?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It looks exactly like him.
A little like Joaquin and a little like Heath with the hair, but it's kind of.
Actually, hang on. I want to do something real quick. Koho, what do you think of this image?
That's not the fucking Joker that we know. I mean.
No.
From that movie, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
That's not the Suicide Squad Joker. Yeah, that's not the Suicide Squad Joker. Like, we'll see how he plays into this for like probably the 3 minutes that he's in it, maybe. Let's generous. Right. So like, cool. We'll see. I would actually prefer it if it was Joaquin Phoenix's Joker rather than that recasting, but oh well.
It is confirmed it is Jared Leto, right?
Yeah. It's him. It's 100% him.
If it were Joaquin, let's go.
That would be why. I don't know actually. I want Joaquin and Matt Reeves' movie to kind of to be the one to go together. Okay, so I just wanted for my own sanity. So again, this is that image.
Yeah.
And this is Joaquin. Like
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's also the Joker. Fun fact, that Joker card right there is identical to the one that is in his first comic book appearance. Like that Joker card is the one that is in his first comic book appearance, and then it's in the redone Origin.
Cool.
Post reading.
You know what I just thought of?
I just thought, and I just talked about it. I'm sorry.
You know what I just thought of?
That was cool.
I think it's cool. Maggie doesn't care about that thing or that type of stuff. You know what I just thought of actually though, and I'm gonna get a little nerdy here for a second. So I was thinking, I'm like, why don't I see Damaged? I don't see any tattoos.
Where is Damaged?
He's probably wearing a mask.
It's in black and white. What if we get a flashback to when
the whole movie's in black and white?
Is it?
No,
he wanted it to be.
Are you serious?
I thought so.
That's dumb if that's the case. No, what I was going to say is, what if it's a flashback to him, like, killing Todd, and the like, connecting that whole thing from BVS?
I could get behind that, actually.
That'd be dope.
Connecting the BVS thing, I think, would be cool. And he's not all damaged yet. Okay, we're going to move on because if I keep talking about Zack Snyder DC movies, I'm going to throw up. So I just did a Worlds of DC rewatch and I am sick. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about is so stupid. This is the dumbest shit ever. So last week in the news, Reddit did a thing.
Yeah,
They did a thing, and we're already making a movie about it. We're already making the Reddit GameStop movie. It's already happening. Like, hang on. Why is this happening already? So first it was reported, I think, that Paramount was making the movie. Now Netflix apparently has the rights, and they've already cast someone. They've already cast someone in a GameStop Reddit Wall Street movie. Now, I do not know a lot about this type of stuff. I just really don't. Like, I know the core of what happened, what is happening, but I don't really understand like the grand like scale of like what's going on. All I know is that this just happened, and we're like, movie? It just seems weird. Maggie, what do you think?
I mean, it's not that different than like when high profile like trials are going down. Before those are even over, often there are movie rights being thrown around. Like that happens so often that there's an ethical rule that lawyers aren't allowed to sign like book publication and film deals before the trial's over. So it's really not that different. I think that it's weird because I don't know how they're going to make a story about it necessarily. Because there has to be like characters and, you know, a plot, and I don't know what sort of insider information they have or like who was like doing whatever to like make this a movie, like a trial. Clearly, like you have things happening. It's bizarre. I can't believe that they cast somebody without having a script unless they already have a script, which is also kind of crazy.
Let me just double check who the person is. Well, you
but I mean, Netflix likes to move super fast, and I mean, like, things do happen quickly. Usually, it's just things that have a plot already to them, and this doesn't seem to have that. You know, does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Koho, what do you think about this?
If they don't name this movie Game Stonks, it's all for nothing. There's a reason why I made that the fucking headline. If that's not the name of the movie, don't want it. Don't want it. This is a movie that's gonna happen, I guess. All right, cool. A movie about billionaires losing money. I'll watch it. Why not? Fuck it.
It took forever for them to make a movie about 2008, I feel like, assuming that The Big Short, I mean, there's probably other ones out there. The Big Short is just that high profile one, but
Margin call-ish, I guess.
I don't know what that is.
So the person cast is an actor who I've never heard. Well, so I've heard of the things that he's in. He's been in a lot of Netflix movies. His name is Noah Centineo.
Fucking kidding me.
Centineo.
The reason that he was cast is because Netflix keeps him locked up in a dungeon somewhere, and then they just like let him out.
All the boys, I think he's in
only for all the boys. If there's a kissing booth 18, they gotta make Noah Centineo's there.
Yeah, that's because Netflix, I think, might own him.
Well, and he was also in all this stuff. And apparently he's going to be in Black Adam as Atom Smasher.
Sure.
That's what's on the top of his IMDb, other than and Masters of the Universe as He-Man. So those are
two roles I would have never cast that kid as, but all right.
So yeah, literally that's what's happening. And yeah, yikes. This is already like a thing. I guess Maggie's right. These things probably do move faster than I think.
How often after all of the Facebook stuff went down did Social Network come out? Do you know?
I mean, Social Network came out 2010. So are you talking about like the actual the law stuff that going into it?
The stuff that takes place in the movie that they cover.
2008, I think.
So 2 years? That's not very long.
I mean, what, he invented Facebook in 03, so...
Yeah, 03, 04.
But the important
I know what you're saying. I'm saying that the whole story is like 03 to 08, so yeah, like a couple years.
The Accidental Billionaires came out in 2009, and that's the book that the Social Network is based on.
Damn.
Woof. So anyway, Game Stonks.
Stonks. It's a meme.
Game Stonks. Let's go.
Bar thinks you should win $1 million.
I think I should have $1 million as well too, Bar, but life's not fair.
I like the Big Reddit.
The Big Reddit's probably a better name, to be honest. Mine's a meme.
All right, so let's move on to the next story. It's the headline, the one that we started with. J.J. Abrams making a new Cloverfield movie. Apparently, this is going to be a direct sequel to the original. It will not be found footage. Whether or not it acknowledges 10 Cloverfield Lane and the Cloverfield Paradox are yet to be seen. 10 Cloverfield Lane slaps, so I hope somehow it's connected. Cloverfield Paradox does not slap. Bad movie. Clearly a movie they made and then couldn't figure out how to sell, and so did some reshoots to make it a Cloverfield movie. And it didn't really work. I don't know if anyone else here has seen it. I think I might be the only one. Yeah, okay. So not a good movie, so if they ignore that. But however, Cloverfield Paradox, the stuff they reshot, actually more directly connects to the first Cloverfield than 10 Cloverfield Lane does. All that being said, I'm okay. I like Cloverfield. Like I said, I really like the first one, and I loved 10 Cloverfield Lane. So anything in this universe, I'm down for. I'm excited for. And if J.J. Abrams is going to be hands-on with this one, either producing or directing, sign me up. I'm very excited, and I'm okay with it not being found footage. That is a gimmick that has kind of run its course at this point. So yeah, no, I like big monsters and I like aliens and I like this world that they are building. So I'm all about it. Koho, what do you think?
I have not seen the first Cloverfield, but I have seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, and it's dope. I would like it if like the first whatever act of the movie is all the addressing the bullshit that we need to do to get back into it, and then like end of first act, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I'd be all for that. But who knows? I will probably watch the first Cloverfield and then go watch this one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
First one's good. It's like an hour and 20 minutes too. It's like a really quick watch. Maggie, what do you think? You like these movies?
Yeah. Like you said, or like I said, I haven't seen the Paradox one. But I do like the first one. The first one is pretty gimmicky, just in the sense that like it's found footage and it's pretty like low budget and whatever. Did JJ produce 10
Yes.
Cloverfield, like hands-on though?
I don't know. I'll look.
I don't know. Damien Chazelle wrote that shit though. So hey.
Did he really?
Yeah, Damien Chazelle wrote 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I honestly would be okay if they don't, like if Mary Elizabeth Winstead is not involved, because it's very much a separate story. It doesn't really have anything to do with the first one. So yeah, I mean, I'll just be interested to see where they take it. It's just, if it's just another like at least 10 Cloverfield was clever and like actually did something interesting. I feel like a sequel to the first Cloverfield could just end up being a Godzilla-esque monster nonsense film, which is fine because I like those types of movies. I just, if JJ is going to put forth effort, I'd like it to have like meaning and be interesting and be different. But that's all.
On IMDb, he is listed as a producer of all three films. So, but I mean, also so is Matt Reeves, but Matt Reeves directed the first one. So, you know, like it makes sense as to why he would be a producer on all three. But it looks like this franchise, I think, is kind of JJ's like baby. I think it's Bad Robot. Like it's his production company. So I would imagine that he would be just as hands-on with this as he would be with like Mission Impossible, which is like, he works with crews a lot with Bad Robot on that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. Like I said, I like these movies, so I'm willing to see another one, but hopefully it's something special and it doesn't just devolve into like what Maggie said of just another, you know, crazy monster movie. Hopefully they got something cool for us. Okay. So we're going to get into the next thing. Noah Baumbach. As I freeze. Noah Baumbach is officially like chained to Netflix forever, I think. And also props to Koho because this graphic's awesome. He signed a deal with Netflix. His last two films have come out on Netflix. And I believe he signed I want to say it was like a 5-picture deal, I think I read. I'll find out again while one of you's talking. But yeah, his last 2 movies are honestly probably my 2 favorite Noah movies, Marriage Story and the Meyerowitz Stories. Are both excellent. I did an entire Noah watch during quarantine, except for one movie I haven't seen, and those 2 were my favorite. I don't think that has anything to do with Netflix specifically. I think that has to do mostly with the fact that he's just getting better with age. But I really do love both those movies that he made for Netflix. So I'm excited to see that he's just going to continue making movies and that Netflix is supporting him because he is awesome. And yeah, Maggie, what do you think about this?
Yeah, it's a thing that he's doing. I mean, it's not that surprising. Lots of people have signed deals with Netflix. It gives them guaranteed distribution, which the movie theater industry does not right now. So if they're going to pay for their movie to be made, then do it. I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, he probably, with the caliber of movies that he's making, it'll be similar to Marriage Story, where like it can still come out in theaters and still be eligible for Oscars, but yet more people will actually see it because it's on Netflix, where more people would not see it if it was only in the theater. So I think it's, I mean, good for him. I hope that he keeps getting to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, the official tweet from Netflix was the director of the Meyerowitz Stories and Marriage Story will exclusively write and direct for Netflix for the next several years. So vague. And then it says starting with White Noise, an adaptation of Don DeLillo's seminal novel. Filming begins later this year. So he's already working on the next thing for them. Koho, what do you think?
Next Noah Baumbach movie got Adam Driver in it.
Adam Driver and Greta Gerwig are the stars. Yes,
I will see it.
Right? Yeah, like A+. Like I'm all about it.
Adam Driver is great, and he did great in Marriage Story, so I trust that pairing. Go for it. I'll watch it.
Well, and I want to see Gerwig and Driver perform together. I think that's great. She's amazing in everything that she does. So, and he is beautiful as long as he doesn't let the past die. Okay. Also, fun fact, because studying, Noah Baumbach wrote Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted.
The worst Madagascar movie.
So keep that in mind when you're watching the next Noah Baumbach film. He brought us that film.
He brought you the worst Madagascar movie on a silver play.
All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is kind of a double-edged sword. We're going to start some musicals. I'm very excited about one of these, and I'm skeptic about another. Guess which is which. The first thing, John M. Chu, director of In the Heights, Crazy Rich Asians, is going to be doing Wicked. This movie's been in development hell. The book came out in like late 90s, early 2000s. The musical came out in 2003. And now we're finally getting a movie. Maybe it was supposed to come out in like 2012. And it's been in development hell forever. But now it's coming out. John M. Chu's busy. That guy is getting tapped for everything.
So like, did he drop out of that other thing, Willow, to do this, do you think? Because that's what it seems like to me.
That's what it seems like to me as well. But I'm okay with that because honestly, I really do love Wicked. I like the music. I like the story. I saw it in Chicago as a youngin' and very much enjoyed it. Have always enjoyed it. The thing that makes me skeptical about it is just that it's been so long. I don't know if you can have an Elphaba as good as Idina Menzel. I don't think she would be in it. I have heard some performers that do a really great job. Don't get me wrong. There are people who can sing the part very, very well. I would have just loved for this to have happened 10 years ago, have the original star, like the next thing we're going to talk about. That's kind of what I wish would have happened. So I'm a little skeptical, but this is a step in the right direction because I think John M. Chu is awesome. Maggie, Wicked, yeah. What you think?
No, I'm excited. I like John Chu, and I will be more excited, I think, even after we see what he does within the Heights, which we haven't yet. And I am down because I can't go see Wicked all the time, according to Tim. So this will be a good way to get it in a different format. And I honestly, the fact that like Idina exists and they're gonna have to do it with somebody else doesn't bother me at all. I think that it will be just fine. So yeah, I think that'll be great, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
To be clear, what I said was, around where we live, the following shows are coming to where we live: The Prom, Dear Evan Hansen, Hamilton, and Wicked. We've both seen Wicked. If I had to pay hundreds of dollars to see a show, I would like to see one of the ones. I would like to see one of the ones we haven't seen. Is all I said. Koho.
Yeah. What this tells me is that In the Heights is probably really dope. If they're looking at John M. Chu to direct it, which makes me super fucking excited. So
they both would be Warner Brothers too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And Crazy Rich Asians was too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in the Warner Brothers family. I really do want a Wicked movie. I really liked Wicked. And I think it's a great show. I think there's castings you can find that are great, but I'm in the camp that I don't think you'll ever find anyone as good as Idina. So I don't know. That maybe taints the movie version a little bit for me, but I'll get over it. I just want to see Wicked at this point. It's been a long time. So
yeah, absolutely. All right. So and hand in hand, the thing I alluded to before is, guys, let me tell you a story. I'm gonna break this down for you. All of my relationship with Mr. Kaleb Koho, he had beat me over the head telling me, oh, Hamilton, it's so good, and I didn't want to believe it. And then I watched it when it came out on Disney Plus, and I loved it. The Macaw and I loved the soundtrack. We haven't watched it 20 times like Kaleb, but we've watched it 4 times, and I think that is a large amount of times to give into something like that, and the soundtrack many, many times. Then Mr. Kaleb Koho told me, well, Dear Evan Hansen, it's just the greatest. It's really good. It's like my 3rd favorite musical. And so I listened to a song from it, and I said, this is dope. The soundtrack is dope. We watched the show. I thought the show was fine overall, but I really like the music. Now it's a movie. And it's fucking coming out this year. It's coming out in September. They've already shot this thing, and it's happening, which is insane to me that this thing in August was getting cast, and they finished filming it in December, and it's coming out in September. And Ben Platt is going to do the role again. He's going to play a 17-year-old, which is just insane to me still.
Right, which is worse than not having Idina, I feel like. But
he's amazing, so I'll get over it.
He's going to be like taller than everyone.
That's other people in the cast include Caitlin Dever, Julianne Moore, Amy Adams. So it's Amanda Stenberg is in it. Very good cast. Very excited. This is coming from Universal, which is awesome because then we know it's for sure coming out. Basically, Universal has a deal right now with all movie theater chains that it'll play in theaters for 17 days and then get a digital release. So News of the World, Promising Young Woman, Croods, those are the most recent ones to go to theaters for basically 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and then come to digital. This will be the same situation. I'm super excited about this. I even started listening to the soundtrack again today, just thinking about it. I really do love the music, and I hope the movie can pull it off because, like I said, watching the show, thought it was just okay overall, but I really liked it nonetheless. The music especially. So, Koho, I know you're just waiting.
Yep.
Go for it, buddy.
I'm so fucking excited. Like when you told me, this shit comes out in 2021, I was like, what? No, it doesn't. That's not real. And oh my god, I'm excited, especially because this is like Ben Platt still. Like Ben Platt was just in The Politician. He plays a 21-year-old in that one, so it's like about Ish, close. It's close enough. It's close enough. I'll forgive it because Ben Platt's fucking great. He won his Tony for a reason.
Between 16 and 21, Koho. Okay.
He is 18 in Dear Evan Hansen. But anyway, it's close enough. I'll forgive it because he is so fucking perfect in that part. This cast is great. Caitlin Dever being in it is so dope. Like, I think she's gonna play that part really well. The person that I am already like super excited to see do her role is Julianne Moore as Evan's mom, because Evan's mom is like a really, really good part like in that show. Rachel Bay Jones like is fantastic in the original with that part. I can't wait to see what Julianne Moore does. Also, Amy Adams being in it, so cool. Steven Chbosky directed it, and that's the one area where I'm like, hold up, not sure. Holtzman tells me to calm the fuck down because he made Perks, and Perks is great, according to Holtzman.
Perks is great.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I thought it was good. But
what else has he done?
Wonder, which I never saw.
Oh, it was good.
Okay. So I'll trust it. Like, he's not made a bad movie to me, so I'll trust it. I'm just fucking to the moon that we're getting this year, and I get to take my mom to it for her birthday, because that comes out the day before her birthday, and she didn't get to go see it when it was in Minneapolis with us. So she's like really wants to see that when it comes out. So I'm so freaking excited.
This may be a dumb question, but has Julianne Moore been in a musical? And I can't think of it.
Maybe I can't think of one either. So I don't know. If
or Amy. Amy Adams.
Amy Adams is
definitely
Enchanted.
And fucking Muppets and stuff.
And
so
Muppets.
we know she can sing. Julianne Moore was the one that I was like, I don't know if I can.
Although they gave Amy Adams the role that has one song at the start of the show and nothing else.
Yeah, that's fair. Maggie, Dear Evan Hansen, what is your take on all this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a movie musical. Like, I'm kind of afraid that it's going to have that stage problem that a lot of things have been having recently when I watch it. That just makes it so obvious they're just going from like 3 different set pieces. But I mean, I'm sure it's going to be good / fine. I think that there's one song that's amazing and all the other songs are kind of okay. I was super underwhelmed by the musical, so I'm less excited about that than I am about Wicked. But it is exciting that we get to see it this year and that something new is happening. So
yeah,
I just can't wait to weep towards Vail in the theater again. That's my favorite musical theater song, or not my favorite, but it's the one that is like probably my personal top musical song ever. So
Julianne Moore in a musical is what I'm searching.
I googled that already. I'm working on it.
I just see to join Evan Hansen movie.
Right.
Yeah, this might be the first. I don't know. We'll find out. Someone will tell us. I'm sure in the comments. Bar the musical expert. Don't think so.
Well, according to this random article, Julianne Moore is no stranger to vocal performance. So, but then they don't list any examples. Wait. What Maisie Knew? I don't know what that is. Apparently she sings in that.
No idea. But Julianne Moore is awesome, so I'm sure she's great. She'll figure it out. I'm okay with it. But overall, yeah, no. Looking forward to Dear Evan Hansen. Looking forward to Wicked. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff we talked about today. 4
major movie musicals coming out in 2021, supposedly.
What else?
We have
in the Heights.
In the Heights, Tick Tick Boom, West Side Story, and Dear Evan Hansen.
What is Tick Tick Boom?
Lin-Manuel Miranda's directorial debut. Andrew Garfield, Vanessa Hudgens, Bradley Whitford. It's the musical is an autobiographical one from the guy who made Rent. It's like his second biggest show. It's like Lynn's favorite musical ever. So they're letting him make it for Netflix. It's supposed to come out this year. Yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
Andrew Garfield, sign me up. That man is beautiful.
He's going to be perfect for that part.
I am excited about that now. All right. So, guys, that's the show. Lots of exciting stuff coming up around the world of Multiplex Entertainment. Tomorrow night, Your List Sucks is doing the recap show.
Special recap.
Of what are you doing?
The 2 casts together. The first Top 100 series group, me, Boatman, Kirk, Jake, we're all coming back with Barr, Blockbuster, and Holtzman. We're going to get their combined Top 100 We're going to get to talk about their combined top 100. We're going to talk about a year later, is ours different, and look at all of it and everyone roast each other and have a good time. So tomorrow's episode is a giant recap fest.
Did not know of that. That's exciting. That is exciting, is all I was saying. And then on Friday, we have the next free-for-all. The next free-for-all for Multiplex Entertainment, the Fandom Fights free-for-all, is a coming that will be hosted by Mr. Nicholas TWOHIG'S. So be on the lookout for that. And if you haven't watched the Warzone one already, go watch it because it's good and there's stuff in it that's awesome. So you should go check it out, like me, scoring 0 points. Spoiler alert. So you should go check out that match. And then next week, we're back. The whole shebang, the whole crew, everything, all of it is happening. Multiplex Miscellaneous, TWOHIG'S Trivia Night, Fandom Fights, Warzone, FANZONE, playlist has already started back up. All of the things, they're happening. So be on the lookout, and this show and YLS will be here to keep you company, as always, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to Maggie and to Koho. We'll see you guys next week with another episode. But until then, grab a Michelob Ultra. We'll see you next time.
You're still here? It's over.
She's out of our hair. And just when I dare to care, she says, au contraire, you're my pair of friends. I love you.
Keep it together, man.